What's up, man? How's it going? This is Game with the Host, man, and pretty much I'm back at you with another one, man. So check this out, man. I know some people may feel a little strange if they maybe break their iPhone screen or something, but check this out, man. So pretty much I went to this guy in Lakewood. Okay, it's called Cellular Express. It's this Chinese guy, and he's pretty cool because I took him my phone and he put like a replacement screen. It didn't modify anything on the screen, but that's okay because so pretty much this is the replacement screen right here. It's kind of, as you can see, it does have some quirks. That's its quirk right there. So as you can see, like that's the problem it really has all the time. So basically the glass on this is kind of strange. So you know, you got to clean it a certain way. Like you got to have like a really good, like one of those eyeglass remover kits like ready to go. But pretty much like see, you got to wipe it a bit, but look, check that out. See, it gets a little bit like that. That's the problem with the replacement screens. That happens. But this is basically a replacement screen. So he charged me $60 for the replacement screen, and then he charged me $40 for, you know, taking it off and removing it pretty much. So basically I hopefully I paid those $40 so, you know, they take it apart, you know, respectively, and put every part back in there, you know. So, you know, if you shake it, there's no, I mean, this phone is pretty sturdy. I don't know, there's different models, but clearly the back is broken, as you can see. But this is a replacement screen. This is not the same screen, as you can see. Well, you can't see there, but you would really have to see in like a video. This is basically a replacement. It sits semi-flush, as you can see. Not semi-flush. Still bezel's kind of hanging out. It almost carries the same consistency as the original screen, but it's definitely not the original screen. But I'm not gonna say that the original screen doesn't have its own quirks too. I mean, they both have their own thing, you know. So this is a replacement screen, and you know, this is how bright it goes. That's the brightness right there, and you can basically see that's replacement. Clearly you could do like some mod with that IC chip or something, but you don't want to do that. It doesn't really help, and basically it doesn't really matter. So this is basically a replacement screen, man. And I don't know if I would have paid $100 for something, because the iFixit kit sells the 60 hertz version of this one. It sells a 60 hertz version, right? iFixit sells a 60 hertz version for this phone, and the way I can prove it to you is this is what I would be getting if I would have gone with the iFixit. iFixit is $100 for the 60 hertz, and it's 180 for everything else, the promotion, but you still won't get the True Tone or whatever. I don't think it really matters, because they changed the True Tone consistency in iOS 26. It's not the same anymore. It's not like a warm color anymore. It's kind of like a more static blue that lights it up a little bit different. I don't know, you could probably see the difference. I'm not too sure. So we go here, we go to True Tone. We go to True Tone, turn that off. You probably might not be able to see the consistency, but it turns a different consistency. Turn it back on. It turns a more like a vivid white color. I don't know if you see that. It's really hard to see. See, it turns it more like a static white color. I don't know. You turn it back on, it turns it like a little more bright. I don't know. But this is how I can tell you. He sold me 120 hertz screen that pretty much, if you would have gone with the one from iFixit, I don't know how consistent the quality would have been, but either way you put it, right? If I would have gone with the $100 from iFixit, I still would have had to buy the kit, or, well, it comes with the tools. But you see, I don't really want to go into this phone. In the past, I've gone into phones and I haven't done a good job, I'm going to be honest. But I have tried my best. But you see, if I would have gotten the one from iFixit, this basically would not be running 120 hertz right now. And I don't know, you can be a little bit more specific on that, because for the 15 Pro, there's a 60 hertz iFixit version and there's a 120 hertz iFixit. And the 120 hertz is $180, and the 60 hertz is $100. So if we limit the frame rate to 60, this is basically what I would be getting. All right, so 60 FPS, right? Basically, so I'd be getting this. I mean, it doesn't really matter. Like I say, it doesn't really matter. But, you know, you definitely would see the difference. But like I said, well, I didn't say it, but I got the battery replaced. I got the screen replaced. And yeah, you know, I had to do it because my other battery was reading 88%. I had some doubts, and now the guy had a new one, an Apple one, and it's reading out 100 with the cycles pretty good, you know. So yeah, so pretty much here, let me show you a little bit more what I was showing here. So yeah, so with the iFixit version, this is what I would be getting. But this is obviously not an iFixit version. This is like some other kind of high quality version from China, I assume, because, you know, you don't usually sell a part for $60 having all the promotion thing you could turn on. So, I mean, as you can see, it's not bad on 60 hertz. It's not bad, as you can see. Still pretty cool. You know, it's all right. It's all right. As you can see, there's no flaw to quality, but you will experience some kind of ghost touch, even if you like almost hover over it, like barely touching it will trigger it. But this is what we would be getting right here, is 60 hertz with the replacement from iFixit. But, you know, because, you know, I went with the guy over here at Cellular Express in Lakewood. You know, he really helped me out here and did something good for me and charged me, you know, $100, because I didn't really have that much money to be spending on this. But you can see he gave me an authentic battery. I just can't configure it right now because I'm on beta. But he gave me an authentic battery. It had 133 cycles. It was pretty old, but that's no matter. It's all right. 100% capacity. The phone charges good, but now Apple has realized that charging the phone up to 100 is no good. So the BMS system always kicks in, so you cannot really charge the phone up to 100 anymore. Just a heads up, you can't really, the phone is just optimized to charge as slow as possible once it hits after 90%. So that's just something to keep in mind with any kind of thing. But here, let me show you the True Tone again. Off. That's off. As you can see, it's a little bit more stale color. So with the True Tone on, it makes it a little bit more bright. But yeah, as you can see, you know, if we turn the limit the frame rate off, okay, you know, we are now back on 120 hertz here. And it's not, it's somewhat static, but look, man, I can appreciate the quality because this is working pretty good, and the phone is on beta pretty much. The phone is on beta and it's working freaking good. Look at this. It's gonna download an update, but yeah, I mean, look at it. It plays good. You know, the phone, the apps have to be optimized for 120 hertz. But I mean, if you go in here and just check out, like, it looks pretty good. You know, 120 hertz. The ProMotion is there. You see, I would have had to pay $180 for this, but it's pretty good. I mean, the phone heats up. I don't have AC, and sometimes passive cooling is not so easy, but the phone heats up. But I mean, it's good, you know? If you ever think about replacing your screen, I mean, it's pretty good. And you live in Lakewood, California, you know what I mean? Cellular Express. Guy did this for me for $100. So it's not that bad, man. You know, it's hard for the camera to realize the 120 hertz, but it's there. You know, it fluctuates. It goes down. It's there. So I mean, either way you put it, man, like, it's still pretty good. If you ever want to go with a replacement, it might actually be better than the actual iPhone screen and probably more sturdier. And like I said, if you can see, the display doesn't stick out that much. It's kind of flush, almost. Sticks out a little bit, but it's almost flush, you know? As you can see, there's a little lip, but it's still a high quality screen. I mean, nevertheless. And there's some things to note too, that like the front ID camera, because the glass, it's a different kind of glass, it will sometimes won't recognize you as like the other iPhones. The Face ID works 100%, but sometimes the glare from the glass being some different kind of glass, the glare kind of doesn't catch your face right sometimes. So it would ask for, you know, clear vision for it to see you. But other than that, I mean, even if it's a replacement, it's still good. $120 hertz, still good. Might even work better than the original, because the original has its own quirks. If the phone gets hot on the original, if the phone gets too hot on the original, it'll just start glitching up and won't work. But this one, if the phone gets a little bit too hot, it'll just trigger the temperature warning and for you to put the phone down and stop using the phone. So there's a safety limits on everything. I'm not saying that the original sucks, but you might find better benefit in replacement than original, but you never know. It's working pretty good. Like I said, the back is cracked, but that's it for me, man. All right, dude, check it out. Replacement screen, dude.